Module 2. Recap. Vices are deeply ingrained habits that one is unable to live without. These are usually characterized by intense attachment, restlessness in their absence, unethical behavior, and adverse karmic bondage. Scriptures mention gambling, jua, meat consumption, mas bhakshan, addiction to intoxicants, madirapan, relationship with prostitutes, veshyagaman, hunting, shikar, infidelity, parstri raman, and theft, chori, as the 7 vices, saptavyasan. Let us first briefly understand the physical form of the 7 vices. Gambling, jua. Gambling occurs when money or other valuables are wagered in games or other activities with the possibility of winning or losing. It involves engaging in activities with the intention of making quick gains with minimal effort, often to showcase one's cleverness in winning games and the like. Let us see how gambling manifests in its several forms in today's day and age. Betting on sports such as cricket or horse racing, participating in derbies, engaging in casino games, card games like poker and blackjack, involvement in the stock market, including activities like intraday trading, futures and options, commodity trading, and cryptocurrency trading, participation in lotteries, lucky draws, tombola, housey, bingo games. These are merely a handful of instances, yet the extent of this vice is far-reaching. Gambling leads to a cascade of negative consequences, including mental and physical health issues, financial ruin, social stigma, and a diminished ability to fulfill daily responsibilities. It often spirals into a cycle of addiction, giving rise to further unethical behavior. Ultimately, gambling results in severe karmic consequences, leading to rebirth in hells, causing grave suffering. Meat consumption, mas bhakshan. As the name suggests, being addicted to the consumption of the flesh of killed or deceased animals for food is known as meat consumption. This also encompasses the use of items such as bags, belts, and other accessories made out of leather, fur, and the like. Meat is consumed only through cruel intentions and lack of compassion for other living beings. Indulging in any form of meat promotes the growth of microorganisms samurchan jeev, resulting in grave violence and potential health issues. Addiction to this vice diminishes compassion, obstructs spiritual progress, and leads to suffering in hell due to inauspicious karma. To attain true happiness and avoid misfortune, it is crucial to abandon this addiction and embrace a non-violent way of life as advocated in our scriptures. Addiction to intoxicants, madirapan. The act of consuming substances such as alcohol, drugs, bidi, cigarettes, weed, opioids, heroin, gutka, marijuana, hookah, vape, and similar intoxicating substances, becoming attached to and addicted to their use, is referred to as addiction to intoxicants. Addiction to intoxicating substances results in the loss of wealth, health, and mental stability, along with a decline in societal respect and increased family troubles. It hinders one's ability to make wise choices, obstructing spiritual progress. Such individuals often lose control of their senses, engage in inappropriate behavior, and neglect personal hygiene. Moreover, such addiction fosters a disregard for ethical conduct, leading to a life of misery and accumulating severe karmic demerits. Relationship with prostitutes, veshyagaman. Veshyagaman involves engaging in relationships with prostitutes, forming friendships, or regularly using their services and developing attachments to them. Many people travel to destinations like Bangkok, Las Vegas, etc., to indulge in such activities, which are promoted in specialized venues. Advances in technology enable online illicit relationships. All of these are encompassed in this vice. Engaging in relationships with prostitutes leads to the loss of wealth, reputation, and societal harmony, often promoting unhealthy behaviors like alcohol consumption and meat eating. Moreover, it can lead to the transmission of STDs and hinder spiritual progress due to intense attachments. The scriptures caution against relationships with prostitutes, likening them to a sword sharpened with poison, causing suffering in this life and in several future births. Wise individuals would avoid such vices and also sever ties with those who engage in them. Hunting, shikar. The practice of seeking, pursuing, capturing, or killing free-roaming animals, fishes, and birds, such as lions, tigers, bears, deer, peacocks, whales, etc., using weapons like swords or guns, and deriving enjoyment from such activities is known as hunting. Due to intense passions, tivra kashai, it is considered a vice, and these sentiments are sinful, causing severe demerits. While no physical harm is inflicted on real animals, numerous video games simulate the virtual killing of animals and in some instances even humans. Example PUBG. These highly violent games should be avoided as they provoke similar negative emotions. In today's age, many children and even adults are captivated by such games, which not only waste their time but also result in sinful bondage. Vices like hunting with cruelty are rooted in a lack of compassion, eroding kindness towards all living beings, including oneself. Such cruelty hinders spiritual growth and ethical behavior. Those who find pleasure in killing creatures are akin to monsters. Hunting not only disrupts the environment but also leads to sinful bondage of karma, leading to rebirths in hell and lower forms of existence. Infidelity, Parstri Raman. Engaging in a romantic or physical relationship with anyone other than your legally wedded spouse is referred to as infidelity. Such actions stem from intense attachments and passions, hence classifying it as a vice. Engaging in infidelity leads to a constant state of fear and deceit as individuals focus on maintaining secret relationships, damaging their morality with lies and other sins. This behavior breaks apart families, harms society's ethical fabric, and hinders spiritual growth. Society's condemnation results in a loss of honor and reputation, while the accumulated sinful bondage leads to physical and mental suffering, ill fortune, and punishment in hell. The scriptures advise against even inappropriate thoughts about anyone other than your spouse, emphasizing the severe consequences on one's present and future life. Theft, chori. The act or inclination of taking someone else's belongings, whether they are forgotten, misplaced, or fallen, without the owner's knowledge or permission, is termed theft. You may wonder why theft is categorized as a vice when it is already considered a sin. There is a slight distinction. If a person steals once, it is a sin, but if they do it repeatedly, it becomes an addiction and thus classified as a vice. For instance, shoplifting, ticketless travel, tax evasion are commonly observed forms of this vice. One might indulge in this vice for amusement or monetary gains, but it is a trap. Stolen wealth brings misfortune, causing physical and mental ailments, disputes, and overall disharmony. Thieves not only fail to enjoy their stolen possessions, but also bear the burden of anxiety and condemnation from society, family, and everyone around them. Theft ultimately results in shame, a tarnished reputation, and punishment in this life and future rebirths in hell and other lower states of existence. Before we conclude, let us briefly delve into the psychic vices. All of these represent various false beliefs of this worldly soul. Psychic gambling, bhav jua. It entails the erroneous belief of victory when experiencing favorable outcomes of virtuous deeds and defeat when facing unfavorable consequences of sinful deeds. Psychic meat consumption, bhav mas bhakshan. This refers to the soul's attachment to the physical body and its complete absorption in the body's well-being. Psychic addiction to intoxicants, bhav madira pan. It involves the state of delusion, moh, where one forgets their true pure nature. Psychic relationship with prostitutes, bhav veshyagaman. It signifies the soul's tendency to forget its inherent purity and engage in sensory pleasures and passions. Psychic hunting, bhav shikar. This denotes the cruel disposition of causing harm to others, resulting in the destruction of its conscious vitality, Chaitanya Bhav Pran. Psychic infidelity, bhav parstri raman. It involves attachment to external entities such as the body and the inclination to challenge another's intellect instead of focusing on self-realization. Psychic theft, bhav chori. This pertains to the intense attachment leading to the desire to possess external objects. Since eternity, this soul has forgotten its true nature and harbored false beliefs regarding happiness and misery in external substances. It has indulged in passions and attachments, enduring misery as a consequence. When the soul conquers these intoxicating delusive beliefs and comprehends its true self, filled with consciousness, knowledge, and bliss, it can be said that the soul is now free from all vices. Until delusion is uprooted, the soul suffers incessantly from these psychic vices and can never attain true happiness. Summary: Gambling. Gambling involves the act of risking one's wealth or valuables in games of chance, often leading to financial ruin and moral decline. Meat consumption. Meat consumption refers to the practice of eating animal flesh, contributing to violence and harm to living beings, while also posing ethical and environmental concerns. Addiction to intoxicants. This vice pertains to indulgence in substances such as alcohol or drugs, which can lead to various health issues and moral decay. Relationship with prostitutes. Engaging in illicit connections with sex workers, known as a relationship with prostitutes, often results in the breakdown of families, morality, and social stigma. Hunting. Hunting is the act of pursuing and killing animals, either for sport or as a source of food, and due to cruel intentions, it accumulates negative karma. Infidelity. Infidelity involves cheating on one's partner or spouse, which leads to family disintegration, moral erosion, and societal condemnation. Theft. Theft consists of unlawfully taking someone else's property or possessions, which results in negative consequences, legal penalties, and a karmic burden. Psychic vices are the delusive beliefs of the soul that have caused profound misery and suffering throughout eternity. To successfully overcome vices, these beliefs must be corrected.